Alright, let me see if I can find it. No, it didn't bring it up. Hold on. There's apparently a Mortal Kombat tournament that's been going on, and some completely random guy got into the lobby, and he has been beating everyone's ass. No one can stop him. He's not a professional player like everyone else. He's just in there absolutely spanking and teabagging. It seems cool. Ooh, thank you for the 50 gift subs, Rod. Jesus Christ. And the tier 1 Zach and the resub Shag. God damn, Rod. Thank you again. And the resub Sleepy. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. I got it. So this guy entered this tournament, which is mainly the best players in the world. He fucks everyone up, turbo teabags. So he lets him mercy, which means instead of winning right there, he lets this guy get like a second wind, just to beat their ass again.
Oh no! Only one ant. Good to see you. Arena is free.
So yeah, I'd like to know who this is. Thanks, the resub Genghis Khan, Denim, Ski, Frizzy, and the gift sub Bucket. And the bits Fate, Token, Stone, and Addy. Oh yeah, you're talking about the True War Crimes podcast Jordy's covered. That shit was wild. Thanks to the Prime Tifa. Thanks to the gift sub Marshall. Professional with an alias? Yeah, it has to be. Absolutely has to be. Still pretty cool though. Do you hear about the Georgia woman that crashed her car into Popeyes because they forgot her biscuits? Can't say I saw that. Let me take a peek. This happened yesterday. I absolutely thought this guy was taking a piss down there and I got worried about getting fucking banned for it. Georgia woman crashes SUV into Popeyes after her order was missing biscuits. 50-year-old Belinda Miller, charged with felony, aggravated assault, and criminal damage to property in the first degree. I gotta tell you, Popeyes biscuits are decent. Definitely not worth a felony. I'll just say it. Chicken sandwich, maybe a little more understandable, but the biscuits, nah. Do they have a video of it? Thanks to the gifts, the resub Deluxe, Flanny, Geo, Mnemonics, Agent in the Prime, Arenan, and Unit. They have to have security camera footage of this. No? God damn, unlucky. She got a slap on the wrist for almost killing people. Felony aggravated assault doesn't really sound like a slap on the wrist. Unless you're talking about her bond amount. She was probably not a flight risk. Probably first time offender, so they didn't set the bond super high. But felony aggravated assault, that's not a slap on the wrist. He's a tier 1 Echo. The gift sub huge and the resub Maisie and Gunch in the bits Addy. Remember that guy last year that got charged with robbing a store with a finger gun? Vaguely. I haven't watched Coke Bear yet. Playing anything? Yeah, Destiny 2 grind a bit later. Exit Prime, Caleb. We played Sons of the Forest last night. It's alright. Thanks, Resub Beast. No, I don't think so, Scoots. I think it's dungeon farming. Thanks, Gift Sub Maisie. That's interesting. I hope that goes well, Faye. Thanks, Resub Furious in the Prime, Johan, and Tier 1 Diet. Am I gonna finish Atomic Heart? Yeah. I was gonna play it tonight, but then Jackson hit me up about needing to grind since Lightfall drops in 4 days. Ooh, thank you for another 50, Rod. Jesus Christ. God damn, thank you, Rod. Did you see that one of Bill Clinton's aides connected to the Jeffrey Epstein got suicided? Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that last night and totally forgot. We talked about that at the warehouse. Yeah, that was an interesting story. What was his name? Mark Middleton, I think. What the fuck was his name? Yeah, it was Mark Middleton. This was certainly suspicious. This is a terrible source, by the way. This is the New York Post, but it's just the first one that came up, and don't feel like going to the other ones. Yeah, so this happened like a year ago. This advisor, Mark Middleton, was found dead with an electrical cord around his neck, tied to a tree, and a big wound from a weapon in his chest. They initially reported they couldn't even find the weapon, but then they released that they did actually find the shotgun like 30 feet away. Which is weird. I don't know how it initially got reported of no weapon at the scene, but yeah. Thanks for some Sherwood in the Prime, Koryu, and Noodles. These guys fucking suck at faking suicides. They don't need to be good at faking suicides, though. Like, nothing comes from it. Like, Epstein. Literally everybody knows Epstein did not kill himself. And nothing has come from that. Just like nothing will come from this. Assuming this is the same case, which it really does seem to be. This seems like a pretty wild way of committing suicide. With an electrical cord tied to a tree and a shotgun wound to the chest. That seems like a lot. There's a tier 1 Zoro, the resub Niji, and the prime Zac. Obviously he shot himself point blank in the chest, got up and hung himself. Pretty cut and dry. Yeah, that's true. Like when I first read it, it sounded like a fucking joke I would have made at some point about like in LA Noire when someone's missing body parts, I'd just rule everything a suicide. Next to tier 1, Lazy and the resub Derp in Cave. And the resub kindled. So yeah, that was wacky. I did read that yesterday. There's a resub skeleton. There's a tier 1 $100 and the resub Rust and Bits Queef. There was a car chase a few days ago, but it was pretty underwhelming. It couldn't even really be called the car chase because it stopped almost immediately and then the guy just slowly jogged away. It's pretty shit. There's a tier 1 Ender and the resub Spud. Hey, Meadow. Thanks to the Bits Fae. Rings of Power sucked. Yeah, I just didn't like it. At very best, it was mediocre. And I did see they're making a new Lord of the Rings movie, I think, right? Is there a business email from Moist Esports if my team wanted to get in touch? Yeah, there is, but it'd be probably quicker just to go to the Twitter, the Moist Esports one, just tweet at it. Thanks, resub Splenda. And the resub story. And the resub Douglas. And the prime Mike. And the resub Mushroom. Yeah, probably do more Atomic Hearts tomorrow, or Atomic Heart tomorrow. Tonight's got to be a bit of a Destiny grind for Lightfall. Thanks to Prime Odd. And the resub Tomato. Atomic Heart's not bad. The writing is bad, but I am enjoying the gameplay and the visuals. I don't think it's amazing, but it's good. True, Rod. True. Thanks to resub Warden and Corpse. Is the writing so bad it's good or just bad? No, just actually bad. If that game didn't look like it did, everyone would hate it. You're probably right. The visuals are just really good, though. And that's not like a bad thing. Thanks for the bits, Rodolfo. Thanks to Prime 1. Did you see Tentacruel's video on the site that encourages people to unalive themselves. I did watch that video actually. That was very concerning. And then I read something from like one of the head mods of that site, and it was a very different perspective. And I feel like both sides are missing crucial things from each other. I feel like the site itself probably wasn't started to encourage people to kill themselves, but there definitely are people on there that use it in that way, for sure. But yeah, I'm caught up on that situation. That's a weird one. Thanks to the Prime Nerf gifts of Maisie. And yeah, I've played all of those, Faye. Thanks to Prime Aiden. You see the girl who had a fuck machine on Kick livestream? Oh yeah. I saw Jake's tweet about it. That went hard. Yeah. That was wild. Thanks the gift sub or the resub Zoro. Hey man, if Kick allows it, I say let it ride. That's super smart. You get a 95% cut and everyone pays for like camming. Shit, let it rip. That's just smart business. Until they shut it down, I mean that's just smart business for now. Thanks to the 5 gift subs, 4x. 18 plus section. Yeah. I've always said that would have been very smart, and it looks like Kick's going to do that if they're not already. Am I going to update my Marvel tier list? Not anytime soon. Maybe like next year when there's 10 more movies and shows. Ten more shit movies, you mean? Oh, speaking of shit movies and superheroes, have you guys seen this? I'm sure it'll come up if I just type this in. Jesus. I think that's what the headline was. Yeah. So apparently they did a test screening for the new Aquaman movie, and they called it the worst DCU movie ever after walking out. Did you guys see that shit? I heard about it today from Aaron, so I looked it up, and it's apparently true. This sounded made up, because usually test screenings go immediately to like fans, and they will never give you good feedback. At least I've never heard of a test screening leading to anything positive. And yet somehow even here they're like, yeah, this shit is trash. Thanks to tier 1 mad and the resub pan and the prime cheese. Oh, it's a test screening. Typically they'll take a cut of the movie, give it to a small audience in order to get feedback on like what's working, what's not. So like if the villain's bad or if some scenes are bad or if something's not testing highly, so they can make like last minute changes to the product to move things around, make it a little bit better. But here, apparently people literally walked out and just said it's the worst DCU movie ever. Thanks for the resub, Taco, Smarty, and the gift sub, Logan. Imagine inviting someone to a screening and they just walk out. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It sounded made up. It literally sounded made up. Thanks for the Prime. India. No way worse than Wonder Woman. The new, I guess it's not new anymore, but the second Woman was truly awful, but I guess this is shaping up to be worse. Oh, and another thing that looks very bad for DC, Shazam is projected to be the lowest grossing DCU movie ever. It's tracking 43 mil opening weekend, which is even less than their previous low one, which I don't think it was Black Adam. I think it was one before that, but one of those. So the new Shazam's also not looking good. There's the resub, Windows and denied. And the resub, aesthetic. The issue with the new Shazam is they turned a unique idea into a standard DC movie once the first did good. I don't know if that's the case. My little game theory is when they split Black Adam into a solo film, they really fucked Shazam. Because now what is Shazam supposed to do? So they ended up just giving it some generic schlock. Thanks to the Prime Dance and the resub Aztec. Was it boring or cringe? What? This isn't out yet. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Superhero movies aren't the same without Iron Man, Captain America. Well, I mean, that's Marvel. This is DC. DC has stumbled in their live action superhero movies for a while. They've had a couple good ones, though. Outside of, like, the Nolan stuff, because that's obviously absolute top tier, but it's not DCEU. So it doesn't really count. Same with the Batman, also not DCEU. But, like, their actual core ones, they have fucking struggled. The Suicide Squad is great, the recent one. Is that DCEU? I'm not sure. But I actually did like James Gunn's Suicide Squad. I enjoyed that. I agree. I like that one. 2016 Suicide Squad is an unwatchable mess. Thanks to Prime J-Ob. Thanks to Resub Uga. Didn't you hate it before? Which one? James Gunn's Suicide Squad? No, I even gave that a good moist meter. 2016's was like the lowest moist meter score I gave way before I even started doing like actual ratings. That movie was so offensive to me that it actually kickstarted moist meters for movies. Because prior to that, I was mainly just doing games. It's that bad. Yeah, 2016 Suicide Squad I literally think is unwatchable. James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, though, is good. I enjoyed it. And the Peacemaker show was fun. Did you hear about Suicide Squad needing an internet connection just to play? Yeah, we watched the state of play. Game looks very not great. I like the movement. I hate the live service aspect. All the monetization shit got leaked. I don't like needing to be perpetually online just to play a single player game. It's all not looking great. Also hate that everyone uses a gun and no one looks unique. Yeah, it just doesn't look good, man. Just straight up, there's not a whole lot to be excited about for this. Except the movement. If you're just really into movement, I think it looks like they nailed that. But every character can just use a gun, and every character does just use a gun. Something they even advertise, that you can just mix and match guns with every character. It's like, that's not really fun. Thanks a gift sub, Unicorn.
Nail that weak spot, squad. No worries. Boom! Job done. You came through, Boomer.
Shoot the purple stuff and repeat. Yeah.
Just call me the pinball wizard. Unstoppable.
There's some cheese. What studio made this? It's painful to say, but it's Rocksteady. They took everything great about the Arkham series, and they threw it away. Cool movement, though, I guess. That's like the only nice thing I can say about it.
Rising like a wave.
Thanks to the resub, RG, Rope, Rhino, and Cheese. Real shame. Thanks to the Prime Kells. And Slick and the resub, Crazy Luck. You're not wrong, Scoots. That would have really amplified it. This was originally going to be a Superman game before Warner Bros. Told them that it was impossible to make one and forced them to make this instead, supposedly. Don't know if I believe that or not, but take your word for it, I guess. Not like it changes anything. Thanks for some Sharpshooter and Boring One. New Halo Season 3 trailer looks good. Are you being sarcastic, or does it actually look good? Echoes Within.
Why here? Because as you refuse to see.
Cosmetics popping.
Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill.
Oh, this guy's going in.
Kill-tacular. Kill trust. Kilimanjaro.
They have Mint Blitz play there or something? Jesus. That's pretty cool, you can earn XP in the community stuff.
Death for you. In triumph for me!
Alright. As you resub edible G Cray in the bits Casey. What do you mean, Casey? I'm a little confused. Thanks a resub. VR. I mean, I might try it. I still like the gameplay of Infinite. It's just been so dead for content. Thanks resub Nelly. So if it gets content, I'll give it a whirl. Exit Prime. Bumply. You plan on getting a haircut again soon? I actually just got a haircut a couple days ago. Just for some of the dead ends. But no, I don't plan on going back to like short hair anytime soon. I want to try like some wackier shit with it. Get experimental. Start doing some like anime styles or something. Just literally trying a bunch of different styles. Might as well. Give it a whirl. There's the Prime Fergus. And the resub Rodolfo. Hey, glad you like it, Wolfgang. Oh, it's fire. Oh, gotcha. Definitely not doing that, Mac. Thanks the Prime Mark. Have you anything from days before? No, nothing new there. Did you see the video of the guy beating up his teacher because she took his Nintendo Switch? Oh, that was fucking brutal. Yeah, holy shit, that was like attempted murder. Like his first hit knocked her out and then he landed like 15 additional hits. That shit was fucked. Thanks to resub Casmore. And the resub Verona. Did you see Steven Ewan might play Sentry and Thunderbolts? I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Hey, Rise. Yeah, it is what it is. Exhibits, Casey. You should buy one of the guards' teams. I don't think they released their teams, right? It was just every employee ever. So maybe the teams will just play for fun under the guards' brand. I don't know. I know. I talked about it yesterday. I read the twit longer on the Quite stuff. Pretty bad looking shit. Those are serious allegations. We'll wait to see what all sides say. But it's certainly not looking good. Thanks, resub slash. Have you seen any of the AI gamer president videos? Of course I have. They're fucking everywhere. Literally everywhere. It'd be impossible to miss them. Even outside of Twitter, they're just actually all over the place. Thanks, resub Noble. Yeah, we already talked about the Bungie lawsuit. They've absolutely slapped that company around. The ones that manufacture the cheats, Aim Junkies or whatever. Thanks, resub cool hat. No, Suicide Squad game looks like shit. We were just talking about it. I did not play the Mad Max game. Thanks to resub feudal. Thanks to tier 1. Maydot?